Copyright, licensing, and you. A note on your rights. Now this was posted by user Adoboy on the r/EntitledParents forum. If you're a YouTuber who makes Reddit content like myself, then you need to read this post. Due to a recent surge in Reddit-related YouTubers, the moderation team thought it would be prudent to remind you all of your rights related to the work you post here on Reddit. Now this is in regards to people actually making the posts on Reddit. Reddit's Users Agreement, Section 4, Paragraphs 3 and 4. You retain any ownership rights you have in your content, but you grant Reddit the following license to use that content. When your content is created with or submitted to the services, you grant us a worldwide, royalty-free, perpetual, irrevocable, non-exclusive, transferable, and sublicensable license to use, copy, modify, adapt, prepare derivative works from, distribute, perform, and display your content and any name, username, voice, or likeliness provided in connection with your content in all media formats and channels now known or later developed. This license includes the right for us to make your content available for syndication, broadcast, distribution, or publication by other companies, organizations, or individuals who partner with Reddit. You also agree that we may remove metadata associated with your content, and you irrevocably waive any claims or assertions of moral rights or attributions with respect to your content. Too long didn't read. You still own your stories and other content, but you grant Reddit the right to redistribute it as they see fit, in a necessary blanket way to allow them to show it both to other Reddit users as well as to be indexed by search engines. Basically, if you post on Reddit, that post is public and Reddit can do whatever they want with it. Now this part is important for YouTubers. The legal agreement does not mean you automatically grant the right to YouTubers to narrate your stories for profit on their channel. Their actions do not fall under fair use, they fail on 4 counts. 1. They use the stories without general commentary in a commercial way. 2. Your stories are published personal accounts of events that happened. While the event itself is not copyrightable, your account of it is, especially once published. 3. They use your stories in their entirety. When they do provide commentary, they generally use more of the story than is necessary to make that commentary. 4. They diminish the value of the work. The YouTube readings of your stories are complete replacements for your posts and remove any possible financial benefits you could gain through licensing deals or telling the stories on YouTube yourself. Let's take a closer look at point 4, where I mentioned licensing. The point is, in order to legally use your work, people need to obtain a license from you. There are some licenses, such as Creative Commons, that allow you to unilaterally grant permission for use of your work, but nothing about Reddit forces you to use this kind of license. They are using your work for commercial gain. You can get money involved. You're entitled to profits from readings of your story just like any other author is from any audiobook. Now, Adoboy also provides a bunch of links in the original post linked down below, so if you want to send a copyright strike, contact a YouTuber, or get a Creative Commons license, check the original post linked below. But hold on just 1 second. Before you go around flagging YouTubers, let's talk about it. I'll be giving my thoughts as well as reading some of the comments. Let's start off with why I make Reddit videos. There's 2 main reasons, and the first one is unique to me personally. As you know, this channel is dedicated to making Levisleer, my animated web series, my very own content. The reason I'm doing Reddit on the side is to prove to people that what I'm saying is correct, and that I have a decent understanding of the way YouTube works and how you can grow on it. In the same stream, growing my channel in a way that I know works also shuts up some really annoying people so I can focus on doing what I love. Now again, that's unique to me personally, and I don't know about anybody else. The second reason is this: I don't like reading. I personally would much rather listen to an audiobook rather than read an actual book. I can't look at a page or a screen with words and just read everything through. I find it a lot easier to pull up a Reddit playlist and have it play on the side while I'm working, cooking, going to the bathroom, making my morning coffee, etc. I've also discovered that a lot of Reddit YouTubers don't show their face and use a robot to read the stories. I personally like building a human connection. I want to watch the person reading the story laugh and have a good time. So, to summarize, while a lot of viewers like the stories, they also like me reading the stories. In the first point that Adoboy made, he says they use the stories without general commentary in a commercial way. And I agree with the statement for all the robot YouTubers. To an extent, I also fall into this category, but I'm more at fault for number 3. I like to add in my own personal comments after I've read the full story. Occasionally, I like to throw questions back to you guys, and sometimes I even offer advice to the person posting it. That being said, that's me. That's my style. A lot of the channels with these robot voices don't actually do that, and I absolutely agree that those guys are at fault. In number 2, he says, your stories are your published personal accounts of events that happened. While the event itself is not copyrightable, your account of it is, especially once published. This is absolutely true. I know I've read full stories before because I've never actually considered this. This is a brand new perspective for me. Honestly, I'm not that familiar with Reddit. I had no idea that people actually tried to grow on Reddit. My main focus is YouTube, and that's all I've looked into. Now, if you've posted a story and someone's read it out loud and you don't like it, please contact the YouTuber before throwing a copyright strike. Most YouTubers are nice people and understanding people. We are creators as well. And if you're a YouTuber, let's try to change things up a bit. Seeing as the karma actually matters to people posting on Reddit, let's try to create our own spin of it. We can do our part to promote their story and give them more karma. Number 3, they use your stories in their entirety. When they do provide commentary, they generally use more of the stories than is necessary to make that commentary. This is where I am guilty. Yes, it's true that for every video that I make, I usually drop one pretty long story, especially in last week's Ask Reddit video where I tried to provide as much advice as possible. But I agree, if I'm going to be reading 5 stories in their entirety, I better be providing 5 stories of my own back with the exact same value. Now, obviously, if you're a YouTuber who's doing Reddit content, you're gonna understand how stressful that's gonna be. So let's change our approach, and I think this is going to be good for every single Reddit YouTuber out there. Instead of making the Reddit videos about the Reddit stories themselves, let's make it about us. Let's use those Reddit stories to bridge into our own story. That way we won't infringe on number 4 as well. Speaking of number 4, they diminish the value of your work. The YouTube readings of your stories are complete replacements for your own posts and remove any possible financial benefit you could gain through licensing deals or telling your stories on YouTube yourself. Take note of that last part. Now imagine this for a second if you're a YouTuber. You spend hours and hours and hours to tell your story and put it up on YouTube. Someone on Reddit sees it and types out a word-to-word copy of your video and uploads it to Reddit. The Reddit post that user made all of a sudden has 28,000 likes and your own video only has like 280. It'll be even worse if the Redditor doesn't even mention you or link back to your channel. You see how that completely devalues your work? That's the perspective that these guys are having. Now, I don't know whether you can make money or not from Reddit, but according to this post, you have a potential financial benefit that you could gain through licensing deals and telling the story on YouTube. Now, for reference, if your video on YouTube has, say, 280 likes and 2,000 views, while the post on Reddit has 28,000 likes and 200,000 views, and let's say you get $1 for every 1,000 views, you've only made $20 when you could have earned an extra 20,000. So with that in mind, as YouTubers, let's acknowledge this as we keep on moving forward. Let's not use the full stories and instead give it a spin, make it irresistible to click back to the original post, credit the original poster and link back to the original post, and finally offer our own story so the video is about us. That sounds like a pretty good compromise to me, but I'd love to hear what you guys think. Let's move on to the comments of this Reddit post. I Beat My Son 555 says, I don't like it when they censor swear words at all and change stuff like bullshit to bullish or penis to pee-pee. Like they'll dead ass say pee-pee instead of penis to keep monetization on their video reading other people's posts. Shit's pathetic. Now, I may have entered the Reddit scene a bit late because I thought that these guys were doing it because it was funny. I personally replaced penis with Luigi because a lot of guys in my comments actually find it funny. Now, if you're censoring your words because of monetization, hold up a second because you might not have to. According to YouTube Insider, swear words do not affect the monetization status on your video as long as it's not in the title, the thumbnail, or quote-unquote the first part of the video. Now, I have no idea what the first part of your video means, but I speculate that it's around the first 10, 15 to 20%.
Hi everybody, I'm John from the monetization policy team. So a few things we look at: the title, the thumbnail, and how often profanity is used at the beginning of the video.
I personally have never had problems with monetization when I swear. And I swear a lot. Watch. Fuck. Still monetized. Underneath that, Dia says, what I really don't like is going on a subreddit that a YouTuber reads from, and a post I see goes like this. Hey guys, I was watching a insert YouTuber video about subreddit, and I thought I have a story. If insert YouTuber reads this, please let me know. I'm a big fan of them and I'd love to be featured on their channel to help make it easier for insert YouTuber. I've already changed all the swears, thanks. And the actual story is like 2 sentences long, but because of all the extra fluff, it's tagged as M. Yeah, no, I absolutely agree with this. It's spammy, it's scummy, and you get a lot of people posting because they want attention. Hence why Entitled Parents actually has a separate subreddit called Entitled Parents Memes where all the fake stories go. I'd be willing to bet that if someone tried to write a fake story and played it off as real and you read that story in its entirety, nobody would be mad. Emerald00 says if they didn't, YouTube would demonetize them. wrong. Mikey Was Here replies with, yeah, and they don't even credit the people who post them. R slash doesn't get excused because he only puts the name in a corner and rarely points out the person who made the post. Now, my bad, I also do that. I was not aware that you guys actually cared about getting good karma points because I thought the karma points were just arbitrary points. Now, I don't know how pointing out the user would relate to the story much, because it's like if I'm trying to sell you this Swiss knife, I'm not gonna be like, hi, here's a Swiss knife, my name is Julian and I graduated at the age of 16. Like, it's not related. I don't know what I can do other than to read the name out and chuck the name in the corner and write it in the description down below. I really don't. Maybe if the name was a funny name, I could laugh at the name, which I generally do. Clearox37 says, I once saw a video with Reddit content where some dumbass censored embarrassing. Taylor919 says, honestly, going on YouTube and only seeing r/askreddit or r/entitledparents stories on my recommended is really annoying. Now, that's less of the YouTuber's fault, more of the YouTube algorithm. Now, something you can do if you don't want to see a particular video on your feed is click on these three little buttons here and hit on not interested. Then you can go up here and tell YouTube why you don't like it. Pick some of these options and hit submit, and the YouTube algorithm is going to learn from that and give you a better feed in the future. Worst tech support says, true, it's sad they can't create their own content so they steal from others. It absolutely is sad, but that's the way the world works, not just on YouTube. Now, as any YouTuber who's serious about their channel and turning this into their full-time job will tell you, running a YouTube channel is less about running a YouTube channel than it is running a business. And as a business owner, if I see something that I can easily recreate in my niche, that I can put less effort into for more results in a shorter period of time, there's not really an argument to not do so. Now, and I don't even like doing this. As you guys know, I make Love is Clear. I have original content. I've been working on it for 7 years at this point. I love being original and I love telling my own stories. The problem is it's extremely hard to do that when the project is at the scale of Game of Thrones and my YouTube channel is not yet sustainable. In order to do what I love, I must do what I must. That is to say, stealing other people's ideas and reading other people's stories. Hopefully now with this change of direction, I'm gonna actually enjoy the Reddit videos a lot more, and I hope you guys will too. The Mindstorm says that he used to enjoy watching these videos, but he stopped now because many of the YouTubers don't provide links. Idoboy replies with, we just want to do right by the people who make this subreddit great. Now, ironically, another moderator by the name of MetaStasisD made a post saying, r/entitledparents has reached 300,000 subscribers. We couldn't have done it without our friends at YouTube. In the post made 2 months ago, MetaStasisD says that the sub has gone up from 20k subscribers to 300k in less than 2 months. I definitely agree that this would not be possible without YouTube. That being said, it's absolutely true that the YouTubers making Reddit videos would not exist without Reddit, but the subreddit's popularity would not exist without these YouTubers. Reddit YouTubers and Reddit should go hand in hand together. If there was ever a rift created between the subreddit and the YouTubers making videos about the subreddit, I hope this video and this post repairs that rift. Yeah, absolutely speaking from YouTube's side, some of these guys, they don't obey the rules. But for those who do, I hope we can continue to work together for mutual benefit. So I got a bit curious and I wondered to myself, how much money can you really make off of Reddit? And I did some research. Here are a few users that have made money on Reddit, and the maximum I see here is 10,667. But the methods that these guys are using to earn money are by posting on subreddits like Work Online. Now, I can't really find anything that says that you can earn money off of making a Reddit post. If anybody watching this video earns money making Reddit posts, how much do you earn and how do you earn that money? Hey, don't forget to share this video to other YouTubers out there. Get the word out and let's make a change. Subscribe now and hit that bell icon if you have not already. I make Reddit videos every Monday and talk about life while playing Minecraft almost every other day. See you again soon. Cheers.